Hello. In the last class, we had discussions on robotics and different robotic configuration and all. So, in this session, we shall move to the next concept, that is introduction to advanced manufacturing system. Yes, this will be the last concept under module number 5. In this introduction to advanced manufacturing system, we have a concept called, that is computer numerical control machines, CNC machines. I think you all heard about this CNC machines. So we'll discuss in brief regarding this CNC machines. This computer numerical control is a numerical control system in which a dedicated computer is built into the control to perform basic and advanced numerical control functions. So in this case, what we will do is, in case of any of that machining operation or any of the manufacturing process, we will incorporate this computer into that manufacturing system, or we will make use of these computer systems in that machining operations. So if that computer is added to that in machining operation or in the manufacturing system, so that will be called as computerized machines or computerized production system or computerized manufacturing system. Here in this case, these machines will be having, in the previous session we have studied about the lathe machines and all, the machine tools, so where those were operated manually, and nowadays actually what they are doing is they are making it as programmable one, and they will write the program and they will give it as input, and with that machine tool will decode or will read the program and then will decode it and will perform the various machining operations. For that operation, here we are making use of the computer. So that's why we used to call this as computer numerical control machines. And these CNC controls are also referred to as software numerical control systems, because most of the control functions are implemented by the control software programs. We will make use of the software with the help of which we will write the program, and then we will give that input program as input, and that computer will read it, that machine tool will read the input, and then it will perform the necessary operations. So it will be completely based on the software, and that's why they are going to refer that CNC machines as software numerical control systems. And CNC is a computer assisted process to control general purpose machines from instructions generated by a processor and stored in a memory system. So usually what we will do is we will write the program and we will store in that storage, and as whenever we want that kind of operation, for example, you can consider turning operation. For the turning operation, we will write a program once, and then it will be stored in the storage device. And whenever we want to do the turning operations, we will go to that storage and we will just select that program, and then that processor will just read that program, and then it will give that instruction to start the turning operations, and finally machine tool will perform that operation. That is how that machining operation will be done with the help of this CNC machine. Now let us see what are the important components of that CNC machine, and then at least we will understand how that working or process will be done with the help of this CNC machine. You can see here, so we have these components of CNC machine tools. So main components are this input device. The program what we are going to write will be given, and it will be the input device. And this is MCU, that is a machine control unit. This is the one which controls everything. It is this machine tool, driving systems, and all those things. This is the heart of this CNC machine. That is, remember this machine control unit, MCU. And we can see here we have some data processing unit, and even you can see that control loop unit. So this again, it has connection with the driving system and has a connection with machine tools again. We will see what is this driving system, what is this machine tool, what is this MCU in detail in the next slides. We have the feedback system, and also we have the display unit. These are the important components of this machine tools. Whenever they ask a question regarding explain the different components of CNC machine tools, please write this simple black diagram which has input device, MCU, driving system, machine tools, feedback system, and display unit. So here we have the feedback system, we have position feedback as well as velocity feedback. So we'll come to know what is a position feedback and what is a velocity feedback in the next slides. So let us discuss one by one in detail. We have first one, that is program input device. That is the main thing, that is through which we will give that input to that computer numerically controlled machines. The program input device is means for the part program to be entered into the CNC control. So to that machine we need to give some inputs to perform certain operations. So for that, this program input device is the main thing through which we will give that input to that CNC machine. Three commonly used program input devices are punch tape reader, magnetic tape reader, and computer via RS-232C communication. Usually we will make use of computer for the CNC machines. These punch tape reader and magnetic tape reader will be used only in case of NC machines. Actually, NC machines are different, CNC machines are different. NC machines are just numerical control machines. There will not be any computers at all. Here in case of CNC machine, we will have computer. So for that, here the commonly used input device is computer actually. We'll make use of the computer and we'll give the input to that computer. Next we have that machine control unit, MCU. Machine control unit is the heart of the CNC system. As I said in the previous black diagram slide, that is the main thing which is that heart of that CNC system. It is used to perform certain functions. We'll see what are the following, what are the functions that machine control unit can perform. To read the coded instructions, this machine control unit, once it receives the input, it reads that program or it reads that instructions. Then to decode that coded instructions, yes, it has to decode the given input. Program what it has given, that has to be completely read by that machine control unit and it has to decode that given instruction. Next, it has to implement the interpolations to generate axis motion commands. That is, here actually tool has to move in different direction, again work table has to move in different direction. So to generate that axis motion, here actually there will be three different motion, X, Z, Y, motion in all three directions. To generate that motion of work table as well as tool in the different direction, it has to implement an interpolation, that is linear interpolation, circular interpolation, and helical interpolation to generate the axis motion commands. So with the help of reading the instruction and decoding the instruction, so it has to decide, yes, work table has to move this much of distance in X direction, this much of distance in Y direction, and tool has to move this much of distance in Z direction. It has to generate that axis motion commands. So that is the next thing. And after that, to feed the axis motion command to the amplifier circuits for driving the axis mechanism. Yes, once it decodes that program, yes, once it generates that axis motion command, it has to send that signal to that driving mechanism to drive. Yes, if you want to move that work table in X direction by this much of distance, simply it won't move. There will be some driving mechanism. Those driving mechanism will help that work table to move. Yes, this our machine control unit will feed or will send the signal to that driving mechanism to feed that to move that work table or to move that work tool. Next, to receive the feedback signals of the position and speed for each drive axis. Yes, it also receives the feedback signal regarding position of the work table or position of the tool as well as speed of the work table or speed of the tool. In the previous slide I told you that there is you can see here position feedback and velocity feedback. This is what this machine control unit will receive that feedback of where the tool will be and what is the speed of the tool. Similarly, where that work table will be, that is position, regarding position, and velocity is regarding what is the speed with which the tool is rotating, or sometimes that workpiece may be rotating. All those things will be sent to that MCU as a feedback signals. Yes, it has to receive the feedback signals of position and speed for each drive axis. Next, to implement auxiliary control functions such as coolant or spindle on off or tool change. Yes, here it also has to control whether coolant has to be supplied. You all know that when machining operation is under process, an enormous amount of heat energy will be released. The tool will come in contact with the workpiece, so there will be friction and definitely enormous amount of heat energy. So that heat has to be carried out, and for that we will make use of the coolants. And then these are like some auxiliary functions that machine control unit has to control, as well as spindle on off. Yes, for in order to start that operation, spindle has to be turned on, a rotation of spindle has to be on. Yes, that is one thing again it can control. After that again, once that working or once the machining operation is done, we need to stop the spindle, and then again we will, with the help of MCU only, we can control that. Again, tool change. You all know that in this case of CNC machine, A simple workpiece can be subjected to more number of machining operations. That is, turning can be done, taper turning can be done, thread cutting can be done, facing can be done. All those operations can be done with the help of different tools, but the workpiece position will be same there. So for that again, you can change the tool also. Once the turning operation is done, next the turning tool has to go back. Next, if it is thread cutting, next tool has to come in the position to perform the thread cutting operation. Once the thread cutting operation is done, if the next operation is facing operation, yes, thread cutting tool has to go back, and facing tool has to come forward to perform that facing operation. Yes, this is the functions of some machine control unit. Next, let us see that machine tool. This is the main important thing. The CNC controls are used to control various types of machine tools. Regardless of which type of machine tool is controlled, it always has a slide table and a spindle to control the position and speed. The slide table is that work table which is used to hold the workpieces, and also its spindle which is used to fix the tool. This CNC has to control the position as well as speed of this tool, as well as that is spindle, as well as the work table. Next, the machine table is controlled in the X and Y axis, while the spindle runs along the Z axis. That is, the work table has to be controlled in X and Y axis, while the spindle runs along Z axis. It may vary based on which type of CNC machine, whether it is horizontal axis CNC machine or vertical axis CNC machine, but the work table position as well as spindle position can be controlled. Yes, it has to be controlled. Next, feedback system. The feedback system is also referred to as measuring system. It uses position and speed transducer to continuously monitor the position at which the cutting tool is located at any particular instant. Yes, this feedback system is like something like a measuring system. It can it make use of some sensors which can measure the speed at which the tool is rotating, and it can also make use of some sensors which can sense the position of the tool. So all those sensors, once it measures, yes, it is the position of the tool, that will be measured by the position sensor. Then next, some sensors which will measure the speed of the tool. Yes, all those signals will be sent back to the MCU, machine control unit. So for that, we will make use of this feedback system. The MCU uses the difference between the reference signal and the feedback signal to generate the control signal for correcting the position and speed errors. If there is any error, for example, as we said, this feedback systems will send the signal to the control unit. Yes, this is the speed at which the spindle is running, and this is the position of the spindle. This is the position of work table. All those signals will be sent to that MCU with the help of feedback system, and that MCU will will compare that reference signal with a feedback signal. Reference signal means what the input we have given. If, for example, if you have given the tool is to be rotated at around 2000 RPM, and if the tool is rotating at around 1800 RPM, then the MCU has to decide, yes, the tool is rotating at lesser RPM than the required RPM. Then it can send a signal to the again it can actuate some signal, and it make the tool to rotate at 2000 RPM exactly. So that is how it will correct, or it will compare that reference signal and the feedback signal and generate the control signals for correcting the positions as well as the speed. And next, drive system. Drives are used to provide a controlled motion to the CNC element. Yes, as I said, for example, I told this thing in the previous slide, like drive system. If you want to move that work table in an x-axis for this much of distance, yes, that can be moved. To do that, they will make use of this drive system. And even to move that spindle which holds tool, again it will be a drive system. There will be a drive system. A drive system consists of amplifier circuits, drive motors, and ball lead screws, or simply you can call it as ball screws, or even you can call it as lead screws. You can call this thing by any name. And this MCU feeds the control signal of each axis to the amplifier circuit. The control signals are augmented to actuate the drive motors, which in turn rotate the lead screw to position the machining table. That is what this lead screw is the most important thing in a drive system. So once the MCU generate the signal, it's generate the actuate controlling signals, and it is decided to move that work table by this much of distance in this axis, in x-axis or y-axis, then definitely the drive system will get actuated. The lead screw will get actuated and will make that work table to move that much of distance. So here, that is what your use of drive system. And next we will move to the These are all regarding important components of that CNC machines. So if we go back once again, we'll see what are the important components. Input device, here we'll make use of computer as input device. Machine control unit, it will perform many of the functions. We'll see what are the functions. Yes, it has to read the instruction, decode the instruction, to implement the interpolation, to generate axis motion command, to feed the axis motion command to the amplifier circuit for driving axis mechanisms, to receive the feedback signal, and to implement auxiliary control functions such as turning on coolant or turning off coolant, turning on spindle or turning off spindle, and as well as changing of tool after each operation. Next, after that, we have that machine tool, which is the main important thing in which that machining operation will be done. In this machine, the machine tool, it will be having some like a machine table, and the spindle is very important thing, and these will be moved in X, Y, Z direction based on the input what we are going to give. Feedback systems are the measuring systems. It will make use of some sensors used to measure the speed and position of the work table as well as spindle. Next, drive systems are like used to move the work table in the set direction or in the given direction. That is drive system. Next, let us see, there are two different types of systems in this CNC machine: open loop system and closed loop system. So let us see first one, that is open loop system. Yes, open loop system, here in this case, programmed instructions are fed into the controller through the input device. So here again, as in this CNC machine, we will give that written program into the CNC machine through the input device. These instructions are then converted into electrical pulses by the controller and then sent to the servo amplifier to energize the servo motor. So this everything will be done in MCU only. MCU will read the instruction and will decode those instructions and will generate the required electrical pulses, and that will be sent to the servo amplifier to energize the servo motors, to actuate or to initiate or to start that entire apparatus or to enter CNC machine. Next, the primary drawback of open loop system is that there is no feedback system to check whether the program position and velocity has been achieved or not. So in the previous slides, what we discussed about like that feedback system, which is a measuring system, that will be absent in case of this open loop system. There is no feedback system in this open loop system. If there is no feedback system, then definitely that measurement of that speed and position cannot be done, thereby which we cannot make sure that the machining processes happen properly. So that is the main drawback of this open loop system. So that is why they have given. There is no feedback system to check whether the program position and velocity has been achieved. Next, the open loop system is generally used in point-to-point system where the accuracy requirements are not critical. So these open loop systems are used only when the accuracy doesn't matter. So when the accuracy required is not so high, or you can say it as well, the accuracy is not at all an important parameter, then we will make use of this open loop system. Very few continuous path systems utilizes open loop control. Only few systems or only few CNCs will make use of this open loop control. And for this open loop system, you need to write this simple diagram. That is MCU here and a stepping motor. This MCU will actuate the stepping motor and will make, these are the lead screws like your driving mechanism. You can see there, with the help of this lead screw, you can see there machine table can move in this direction or in this direction. So that is what is open loop system. There is no feedback device. We need to write this simple diagram for this open loop system. Next, we have the closed loop system. You can see here the same diagram for the closed loop system with one more extra line. Yes, this will be treated as feedback signal. You can see here from this. Yes, I will show you the previous diagram also. But there will not be, yes, this is for open loop system. For closed loop system, we'll add one more box here that will be as a feedback unit, and we'll connect that feedback unit to this MCU. You can see the next diagram. Yes, there is a box here which will be treated as feedback unit, and from that there is a connection to this MCU. These are the feedback signals. Let us see what is this closed loop system. The closed loop systems as a feedback subsystem to monitor the actual output and correct any discrepancy from the programmed input. Yes, these, as we already discussed, feedback systems are measuring systems. So if feedback systems are present, they will monitor the actual output, and if there is any error, it will send the signal to the MCU. MCU will compare that given input as well as the feedback signal, and if there is any discrepancy, then MCU has to generate that control signals and it has to be sent to this entire CNC machine, and there that correcting or necessary actions will be taken, thereby which proper machining operation will be done. These systems use position and velocity feedback. Yes, it makes use of position feedback as well as velocity feedback. Feedback system could be either analog or digital. We make use of maybe analog systems or digital systems. Analog systems measure the variation of physical variables such as position and velocity in terms of voltage level. Analog system may measure this variation of this position and velocity in terms of voltage variation, and digital systems monitor the output variation by means of electrical pulses. Yes, digital feedback system will monitor that output variation in the form of electrical pulses. Closed loop systems are very powerful and accurate because they are capable of monitoring the operating condition through the feedback subsystems and automatically compensating for any variations in real time. Yes, this is most desired thing. Like it is very powerful because it is very it can control all the operations in a real time. In a sense, it is capable of monitoring that operating condition where it can continuously measure what is the position, what is the speed, and thereby which if there is any error occurs, then it will be continuously sending the signal to this MCU. Thereby MCU can generate that correction or necessary signals with the help of which proper machining will be done here. So that is why these closed loop systems are very powerful. And next, let us move to these advantages of CNC system. These CNC machines can be used continuously and only need to be switched off for occasional maintenance. These CNC machines can be continuously used and will be switched off only for maintenance purpose. These machines require less skilled people to operate, unlike manual lathe or milling machines, etc. In case of this manual lathe and milling machine operations, you all know that everything has to be done manually, even from fixing that tool, fixing that workpiece, and after that then everything has to be done manual, like movement of the tool, movement of that carriage assembly, changing the gear, changing the tool, everything has to be done manually. And for those manual operations, skilled people are required, or skilled labors required, whereas in this case it requires less skilled people to operate these CNC machines. If you know that programming, then you can operate a CNC machine. So writing programming is very important. If once you code that program and once you give it as input, you can check whether it can be done properly or not. So that's why here less skilled people are enough to operate these CNC machines. Next, CNC machines can be updated by improving the software used to drive the machines. We can upgrade, you all know that even you will update your softwares many a times. Similarly, even CNC machines can be updated by improving the softwares. They will identify what are the loopholes in the present software and they can update it. They can update it according to the requirement. Next, training for the use of CNC machines can be done through the use of virtual software also. Yes. Once what we will do in case of these machines is, instead of directly giving that product or workpiece for our machining operations, we can do it virtually also. First, let us see whether the program written is proper or not to produce the desired product or not. So that can be done with the help of many softwares also, or even training of use of CNC machines can be done through the use of virtual software. Next, the manufacturing process can be simulated virtually and no need to make a prototype model. This saves time and money. Yes, as I said, this is simply you cannot directly go for manufacturing process once you write the program. First, let us simulate that. We will check whether it will work properly or not. If, for example, if you directly go for the manufacturing process without simulation or without checking that program, then sometimes you may get some error, or sometimes you may get the product which is not required in the final state, or you can say it as you won't get that desired final output or desired final product, you won't get. So instead of directly going for production, we will just simulate those written programs. If you do the simulation, definitely you can save the time as well as money. And then once programmed, these machines can be left and do not require any human intervention except for work loading and unloading, only for to fix the workpiece and to take out that final product, human intervention is required. With other than that, once the program is done and if you simulate it and if it works properly, you can load the same program to the CNC machine, and then definitely there is no human intervention is required. Human intervention is required only to place the workpiece and to take out the final product. These machines can manufacture several components to the required accuracy without any fatigue as in case of manually operated machines. Yes, these CNC machines can manufacture n number of components to the required accuracy. That is, there will be repeatability in this case of CNC machines. So if you perform manually, then definitely you won't get that much of accuracy every time. But these can produce n number of components to the required accuracy. Saving in time that could be achieved with the CNC machines are quite significant. That is, these if you compare these operations manually as well as with the help of CNC machine can perform any operations with a faster rate. So thereby which we can save some time in there. So this is a more significant thing. Timing can be saved. Once the timing is saved, means production can be done at the faster rate. Means these CNC machines will lead to high productivity with good quality as well as good accuracy. These are some of the advantages of CNC machines. Next, one more topic is there, that is CNC machining center. Let us see what is that CNC machining center. So these are regarding the previous things. What we discussed is regarding only what are the types of CNC system, that is open loop system and closed loop system, and also we discussed about some of the basic components of that CNC machine. Now let us see how the machining will be done and what all the different operations can be done in the help of CNC machining center. CNC Machine Center is advanced manufacturing machine tool which performs wide range of machining operations with accuracy and inspection free product with good quality and surface finishing. Here, this is CNC Machine Center is advanced manufacturing machine tool and which performs wide range of machining operations with accuracy and inspection free product. That inspection free product means once if you are doing it manually, once the product is produced, you need to inspect each and everything. That is, what is the dimension of the product obtained, what is the size and what is the length of the product obtained, whether the surface finish is good or not. Everything has to be inspected manually. Whereas if you perform that with the help of CNC machine, it can give that final product in such a way that you need not to inspect at all. Directly you can make use of that final product wherever you want. That is inspection free product with good quality surface finishing. Operations done on drilling machine, milling machines and lathe machines can be performed on this computer numerical control machine center. That means any operation that can be done on drilling machine, milling machine and lathe machine can be done on this CNC machines. Manufacturing of prismatic components like gearboxes, bulkheads, frames, covers, etc. requires different types of operations like milling, boring, drilling, tapping and other many related machining operations. Yes. For example, if a simple component, take the gearboxes. Gears requires some milling operation as well as some boring operations, drilling operations and even other things like making of internal threads. It may require drilling operation, then tapping operations. Each and every component, it requires many operations or different operations, machining operations, and these before introduction of CNC machines, these operations were done on different machines. So you all know that milling has to be done on the milling machine, boring or drilling or making of holes has to be done on this drilling machine, and thread cutting and all those things to be done on lathe machine. So before the introduction of CNC machine, these operations were done on different machines, which leads to considerable lead of time for production. This is common. When you go for each operation on a different machine, definitely it's a time consuming one. To make a hole, we'll go for drilling machine. Next, to make some slots, we'll go for milling machines. Like that, it's a time consuming one. Even you all know that we can perform all this operation on lathe machine. If you go to that lathe machine, again on the lathe machine we need to do it manually, right? We need to change the tool for each operation. So there actually again it is also time consuming. So for that even lathe machines are also time consuming since we'll do it manually. So for that, to overcome this problem, CNC machine center were introduced which made possible to do operations of milling, lathe and drill in a single machine tool. So since it is doing that operations on drilling machine, milling machine and lathe machines are time consuming, these CNC machines were introduced where all the machining operation can be done on single machine tool. So let us see, the next thing is that how this CNC machine center and what are the important components here. So mechanisms used in CNC machine centers, main aim is to reduce the production time, and mechanisms used are as follow. You can see here, first thing is automatic tool changer. Yes, that CNC machine center will be having an automatic tool changer, and next it's an automatic pallet changer, that is workpiece or raw material it has to be changed, and CNC servo systems and feedback systems and recirculating ball screw and nut. This is for driving mechanism. So these are all the mechanisms which will be made use, like it's a tool changer. For turning operation, different tool will be used. For boring, different tool will be used. For facing, different tool will be used. So there will be an automatic tool changer. Next again automatic pallet changer or your workpiece changing thing. Workpiece again, for you all know that on one surface turning has to be done, and the side and the end of the workpiece facing has to be done. So it has to be changed. Position of the workpiece has to be changed. That is automatic pallet changing. Next, CNC servo system. So for that, it has to actuate the different motors for different time. So there we have that CNC servo systems. Next is feedback system. It will send a signal of, like it measures the position and velocity, and then it will send a signal. Recirculating ball screw and nut. This is regarding drive mechanism. So the tool has to be moved to this position, our work table has to move to this position. This is with the help of this driving mechanisms. So these are all the important are mechanisms used in the CNC machines, and even we have some classifications of this advanced CNC machine center is there. Like we have, I think that is I have not mentioned here. The classification is very simple. Like it is classified into horizontal machines, horizontal CNC machines, vertical CNC machine, and universal CNC machine center. So that these are the three. Remember that horizontal machine center, vertical machine center, and universal machine center. This is the classification of this CNC machine center. If they ask regarding this CNC, write a note on CNC machine center. You need to write this much only. CNC machine center is nothing but your CNC machines. You need to write that this much regarding CNC machine center. We have one more thing in that concept, that is turning center. Turning center is nothing. This turning center and lathe, they are almost similar to one another. That lathe, that is in which we will do that manual operation, that lathe and its turning center is almost similar. But in case of lathe, we will do that operation manually, whereas in case of this turning center, you all know that many operations like turning, taper turning, facing, thread cutting, all these can be done with the help of this CNC machines or with the help of this coding and making use of computer in that. That is CNC turning centers. So all the turning operations related to turning operations, you all know that reducing the diameter of the given object. Along with that, we will make the taper turning operations, thread cutting operations. Many operations will be done on the workpiece. So all those will come under CNC turning center. So it is almost similar to that of lathe, but here they will make use of some computer and all the other parts. So thereby which will reduce the machining time even in case of CNC turning center. It is very simple thing there regarding CNC turning center. Yes, this is all regarding this computer numerical control machines. That is introduction to advanced manufacturing system. The only thing they have given is this CNC machine. Remember that these CNC machines are computer numerical control machines. We will make use of these computers in a manufacturing system. Then that will become computer numerical control machines. And overall idea behind this is we will write the program, and that program will be given as input, and that control unit has to read that given input, it has to decode that input, and it has to generate some electrical signals, and that will be sent to the required parts, and then those required parts will get actuated, and then machining operation will get start, and each operations will be done properly according to the given instruction. Yes, this is enough for today's class, and this completes the module number 5, I guess.